Good morning, everyone. My name is Rosalind Zacharias, and I am the Employment Specialist for the Steps to Success program. I'm back again today with another workshop for you guys. Today we're going to be talking about how to use LinkedIn effectively. Now, before we get started, as always, I'd like to go over our contact information and how you can find us. You can find us at www.lssjacks.org. That's our location information, and if you have any questions about our program or you're interested in joining our program, we offer completely free services to our clients. You can call us at 904-730-8256. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So to get started, we're going to talk about what is LinkedIn and why do people use it. So LinkedIn is considered a professional networking platform, and it's used for personal and professional branding. And you can also use LinkedIn for job searching and just for networking in general. So it's not like regular social media. It's definitely used more as a professional form of social media for that networking purposes. In a quick overview of our presentation today, we're going to go over developing a good LinkedIn profile, tips for using LinkedIn, and then some resources that you can use. And starting with our developing a good LinkedIn profile, we'll talk about photograph, your profile picture, your headline, summary, experience and education, skills and endorsements, and also interests. So in terms of your photo, so that first thing that people see, basically, you're going to make sure that we're putting a nice professional photo. And ideally, it's going to be taken with a high-quality camera with nothing in the background. We don't want any distractions in the background. So try to get a nice plain background for you. Make sure that you're nice professionally dressed or just at least well-dressed. It doesn't have to be a full suit or whatever, but make sure that you're nice and well-dressed and that there's good lighting. I like this photo here because it shows kind of the difference. These are kind of on the end of, we don't want these. Some of them are a little bit blurry, a little bit morphed. We have Betty Boop over here, things like that. While on this side, these are kind of stock photos, but as you can see, it's nice and plain in the background. People are looking at the camera, and there's nice, good lighting. So next we'll talk about the headline. So this is actually going to be what first people see. So they'll see your picture, and then the headline is what's going to be shown to them. So this is where you're able to add maybe your position title, the organization of your company, maybe what you're currently doing. And as you can see in this example, someone put payment technology. That's the area that they're either working in or interested in. They work for fintech. They're an MBA candidate. They talk about the school that they're in currently and the position that they're holding, senior staff QA engineer, and then at the specific company. So it really gives people like a little blurb about you, about who you are, what you do. Next, we're going to be talking about our summary, and with the summary, it's going to be kind of like an elevator speech. So we're going to make sure that we're making this part like a story. So it's we're going to describe who we are and what we're looking for. So this part, again, remember to make it kind of like a story. And an activity that you can do by yourself at home, or you can think about your elevator speech. What would you say if you had a couple seconds of time or a few minutes of time? What would you say about yourself? So I wanted to give you guys a resource on how to create an elevator speech, and that's listed here. www.thebalancecareers.com has a great little activity that you can do on thinking about your elevator speech. So again, make this a story, tell them what you're looking for, who you are, all of that. Next, we're going to be talking about our experience and education section. So this is basically going to be like our online resume. So we're going to make sure we're using our resume as reference for this. We're going to include degrees you've received, accomplishments that you've had, current and past employment, and list those job responsibilities and accomplishments as well, and add as much detail as you want. So with our resume, we really want to keep it to being 1 page long, but with our LinkedIn, we can really go into more detail, be more extensive with it, because this is our opportunity to do that. With our resume, we don't really get to do that. So here's a platform that you're able to kind of go more into detail, do longer, maybe paragraphs if you want, on the experience that you have. Next, we're going to talk about our skills and endorsements. So LinkedIn allows you to showcase your core skills, and you're allowed to do up to 50, but you can highlight 3. So you definitely have a lot of opportunities to name skills that you have gained over the years through your positions. And a good place to start with this is your resume. So what do you have listed on your resume as your skills? You can put those in. And LinkedIn really provides a platform for others to endorse you. So those what those endorsements are. So if you have skills that you have maybe coworkers or professors or other people that they can attest to your expertise in that skill, go ahead and ask them for an endorsement. And again, ask your colleagues, employers, people that have seen you in those skills, have seen you succeed in those skills, to go ahead and endorse you. The next section we'll talk about is our interests. So having interests can be a form of finding connections with people. So things that you're interested in, other people can be interested in, that could possibly be a networking opportunity. So we're going to list professional interests, not personal hobbies. So, and the ways that LinkedIn now lets you add interest is by following companies and organizations that you're interested in. If you're interested in nonprofits, if you're really into nonprofits, follow your favorite nonprofits on LinkedIn so that people can see that is an interest for you. You really like working in nonprofits and participating in nonprofit work. So go ahead and like those nonprofits so that it's listed on your account, as well as you can find other people that are interested in the same things. So next we're going to move into tips for using LinkedIn. We'll talk about making connections, staying active on LinkedIn, and using LinkedIn as for job search. So starting with making connections, we really want to make sure that we're using LinkedIn and we're growing our network. Ask your old professors, your teachers, your colleagues, peers. Find people on LinkedIn, connect with them, because the bigger your network is, the higher your search ranking is. So it means how as active as you are, the bigger your network, that the more times you'll pop up when people are searching for example, jobs or your name or things like that. And you want to work your way closer to having at least 50 connections. And LinkedIn will have certain criteria that they like you to meet for you to higher your search ranking that you'll see. So it'll give you maybe a goal of getting 30 connections and then 50 connections, stuff like that. So just work your way to getting upwards of 50 connections. And again, these could be old professors, teachers, people that you've worked with, things like that. And the next thing we're going to be talking about is staying active. So again, LinkedIn is not like other social medias like Facebook and Twitter. You don't have to post every 5 minutes. You don't have to update your status frequently, things like that. But we do want to stay active, and you can do that by sharing content that reflects your interests. And back to the nonprofit example, maybe your nonprofit just received a great, some great funding or something, and they made a post about it. Share that excitement, put that on your LinkedIn, and spread the endorsement love as well. If you have people endorsing you, repay the favor. Go ahead and endorse one of their skills, and just keep your profile updated. This is a great place for you to keep track of the things that you've done with your resume and things like that. Make sure that you're updating it as you go. If you're no longer at the position that you're working in, go ahead and change that on your LinkedIn as well. And you can reflect that you're in the job search, you're looking for another position, things like that. But just make sure that you're keeping your profile nice and updated. So next we're talking about using LinkedIn as a tool in job search. So we can add, we want to make sure that we're adding, if you do have a LinkedIn and you're proud of your LinkedIn, put your LinkedIn on your profile, your LinkedIn profile on your resume. At the top on your header where you're putting your email and your contact information, you can put your LinkedIn link on there too for them to look at. Have them have, if they want to, they can have the opportunity to look at that, see how you present yourself, see the kind of more detailed, drawn out section of your resume, things like that. So it's a really great opportunity for them to see a little bit more detail about you. And according to JobVite Recruiter Nation survey, 87% of recruiters are using LinkedIn as a part of their candidate search. So they are using LinkedIn, they're looking at LinkedIn. So we really want to make sure that we're having those profiles on LinkedIn and we're keeping it nice and updated like the things we've mentioned before. So make sure that it's updated because as surveys have our data has shown that the recruiters and employers are looking at LinkedIn in order to find new employees. And utilize their job search options. They have LinkedIn has places for you to find jobs. People post positions. You're able to apply right on LinkedIn and things like that. So make sure that you're utilizing those. If you are in search of a job, try looking at LinkedIn if you haven't already. So lastly here, I have some resources for you guys. If you guys are still interested in LinkedIn or you're really interested in starting your LinkedIn, things like that, we have a link from LinkedIn that talks about some more tips for using LinkedIn. So the LinkedIn website is very much a great resource for some tips, as well as downloading the LinkedIn mobile app. So if you have a hard time maybe on PCs and you're more interested in you're more inclined to use your mobile phone, you can use your mobile phone. There is a LinkedIn app, and maybe that'll be an easier way for you to update your LinkedIn profile as well. So I would definitely suggest you uploading that LinkedIn or downloading that LinkedIn app. All right, everyone. So that was my last slide for today. If you guys have any comments or questions, make sure to put that in the comment section below, or you can definitely private message us if you have any questions about anything, and we'll make sure to get those answered for you. And please do remember to press like on this workshop. Let us know that you liked it, that you are here. And again, I just want to mention our contact information, www.lssjacks.org. If you have any questions about our program or you're interested in joining our program, we offer completely free services to our clients. You can call us at 904-730-8256. All right, everyone, take care.